Okay, next you can see here. Let us discuss calculation of the geometric isomers in cycloalkanes. Okay, just we have completed calculation of the geometric isomers in acyclic alkenes. Here geometric isomers in cycloalkanes. Okay, isomers of dimethyl cyclohexane. Here including structural and geometric isomers. So how to calculate the isomers for the dimethyl cyclohexane? This dimethyl cyclohexane, that is one more dimethyl cyclohexane, and next this one 1,2-dimethyl cyclohexane. This 1,2-dimethyl cyclohexane may be exist in cis form and trans form. Okay, that's it. Cis form or trans form. And next 1,3-dimethyl cyclohexane. 1,3-dimethyl cyclohexane above the plane and here above the plane, plus above the plane here below the plane. Next here 1,4, that 1,4 exists in both cis form and trans form. Okay, that's it. So total isomers including structural and geometrical. Total isomers including structural and geometrical. Here 1,1-dimethyl, 1,2-dimethyl, 1,3-dimethyl, 1,4-dimethyl. These are the structural isomers. But here each one exists in two forms. That means here 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So 7 total isomers, including structural and geometrical. Including structural and geometrical. 7. Okay, you should not calculate again these because this one exists in either cis form or trans form. Either this stereoisomer or this stereoisomer. Okay, so totally 7 isomers, including structural and geometry. Okay, and in optical isomerism, we will discuss again. Optical isomers are also possible. Okay, that is later. That's it. Okay. So here 1,2 exists in a systems, 1,3 exists in a systems, 1,4 exists in a systems. So only for 1,2-dimethyl cyclohexane, we have a 2 isomers, 2 geometrical isomers. That means here, this is can be considered as a one stereogenic center. This can be considered as a one stereogenic center, and this can be considered as a one stereogenic center. Why? Because here in this case, you see this one. This one is a CH3. That CH double bond CH, bond CH3. Total geometrical isomers for this compound. Here, how many stereogenic centers are present? Here, this molecule is an unsymmetrical molecule, cannot be cut into two equal halves. So here, this is one stereogenic center, this is one stereogenic center to produce a geometric isomer. So here, 2 power of 2 equals to 4. 2 power of 2 equals to 4. It means here in this case, we can take like this here. This is the alkyl group, this is alkyl group. An alkyl group, let us say some alkyl group. So it can be exist in a cis form or it can be exist in a trans form. Or this is orders. And about this double bond, geometric isomers possible. So that's why that is also considered as a one stereogenic center. So totally 2. Okay, that's it. So next, here CH2, sorry, CH double bond CH2. Here CH double bond CH, bond CH, double bond CH. About this one, no geometric isomerism because of the similar hydrogens. Here no geometric isomerism because of the similar hydrogens. There is geometric isomerism, there is geometric isomerism. And equals to 2. So 2 power of 2, 4 geometrical isomers. Or suppose I am taking like this here. The CH double bond CH, bond CH3, the CH double bond CH, bond CH2, CH3. About this one possible, about this one possible. Now about this 1,3. Let us say this is of the alkyl groups. So here like this, this is the R, this is the RS. A cisterns possible. That's why how to consider this one as a one stereogenic center. So here n equals to 3, that means 2 power of 3, 8 isomers. Because unsymmetrical molecule it is 8 isomers. Okay, and next here one more example. Okay, you can see one more example. Here CH3CH double bond CH. The CH double bond CH and C2H5. Here 1, 2 and this one also same like 1, 4. Like 1, 4. That means here consider this one as a like this. This is the one alkyl group and this is the one alkyl. Here we can get the cis trans isomers. That's why we have to take this one as a one stereogenic center. Here n equals to 3. So 2 power of 3, 8 geometrical isomers because here ethyl, here methyl, this molecule is an unsymmetrical molecule. Okay, unsymmetrical molecule. For suppose a CH3CH double bond CH, CH double bond CH, bond CH3. Here n equals to 3, n equals to 3. But the molecule is symmetric molecule. Here on both sides same, equal halves, it can be cut. So n equals to 3. So we have to use the formula that is 2 power of 3 minus 1 plus 2 power of 3 minus 1 by 2. That means 6 isomers. Okay, for this one 6, for this one 8 isomers. Okay, that's it. So write down this one. Yeah, here you can see some more examples. Okay, this one. Here in this case, CH3CH double bond NOH. One stereogenic center, this is the one stereogenic center. So 2 power of 2, 4. Unsymmetric molecule. Now this one just one stereogenic center. Like 1,4 dialkyl cyclohexane. Like 1,4 dialkyl cyclohexane. This one considered as an alkyl group. This one also considered as an alkyl group. So 1,4 dialkyl cyclohexane. Two isomers just cis and trans. One stereogenic center. Now in this case, here one stereogenic center, one double bond. So n equals to 2. That implies 2 power of 2. 4 geometrical isomers. Okay, 4 geometrical isomers. Because yeah, this double bond must not be counted. This double bond must not be counted. In cycloalkenes up to 7 member ring, geometrical isomerism across double bond is not possible. Okay, up to 7 member ring, geometrical isomerism is not possible. Okay, that's it. Next one. Here in this case, one stereogenic center, second one, and here this can be counted because that is a 10 carbons. Okay, that has a 10 carbons. 10 carbons means in larger ring alkenes across the double bond geometrical isomerism is possible. Okay, but here up to 7 member ring across the double bond in cyclic alkenes geometrical isomerism is not possible. Okay, that is discussed in a previous video. Okay, here in this case, geometrical isomerism about this one possible. Okay, so one stereogenic center, second one, third one. So n equals to 3. That means 2 power of 3, 8. 2 power of 3, 8. Next, in this case again, this cyclooctene, this double bond exhibit geometrical isomerism, cis trans, this cyclooctene, trans cyclooctene, and about this one geometrical isomerism possible. So here n equals to 2. That implies 2 power of 2 equals to 4. 4 geometrical isomers. Okay, it is a cis, trans, okay, trans, cis. Totally 4 geometrical isomers. Okay, now coming to this one. 1,3,5 trichlorocyclohexane or 1,3,5 trimethyl cyclohexane or 1,3,5 trimethyl cyclohexane. Whatever the substituents, okay, whatever the substituents, this structure for this one has a only 2 geometrical isomers exist. Okay, different one. This one you can see Here in this case, all are in cis position. All are in cis position. All are in cis position. Now here, above the plane, below the plane, here above the plane. These two are cis position, these two are transposition, these two are transposition. All in transposition is not possible for this one. If you write this one like this, or chlorine, chlorine, this one. In this case, these two are the trans, these two are the trans, these two are the cis. That means two trans, one is cis. The two trans, one is same. So that's it. Or suppose all below the plane. Okay, all below the plane. Chlorine, 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 cis, 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 cis. That means same. These two are the same. Or we can write like this one also. I think you may get the doubt. Below the plane, this one. These two cis, trans, trans. That means two are trans, one is cis. Two are trans, one is cis. So it has only two geometrical isomers. Okay, it has only two geometrical isomers. Next, in this case, 1,2,4 trimethyl cyclohexane. 1,2,4 trimethyl cyclohexane. It is an unsymmetric. Okay, it is a unsymmetric. Here in this case, let us check. Let us check the isomers. This is above the plane, this is above the plane, this is above the plane. Now, this yes. Let us write below the plane. This is above the plane, this is above the plane. Okay. Now, below the plane, this is above the plane. If this one also below the plane, cis also. That is equals to this one, cis, and here cis, these two are cis. Now here, these two are trans, these two are cis. These two are cis, these two are trans. Now next one is trans and trans. Above the plane, below the plane, below the plane. The trans, trans. Completely different here. Completely different. A cis, these are cis. Trans, these two are cis. These two cis, these two are trans. These two trans, these two trans. Okay. Here in this case, these two are different. Huh? Why? Because we have to start the numbering always from this position. Okay. We have to start the numbering from this position. 1, 2, 4. Here 1, 2 trans. Here 1, 2 cis. Okay. Here 2, 4 cis. 2, 4 trans. Different. So 4 geometrical isomers for this. Okay. So like that, we can write the geometrical isomers for this compound. Okay, for this compound, we can write the geometrical isomers. Now this is decalene. This is decalene. There is a hydrogen, there is a hydrogen. If these two hydrogens above the plane, this is cis decalene. Cis decalene. If those two hydrogens opposite, that is trans decalene. Okay, na? That's it. Cis decalene, trans decalene. So calculate the geometrical isomers of this 1, 2, 3, 4 tetrachloro cyclobutane and calculate the isomers of C5H10, both structural and geometrical isomers, both cyclic and acyclic. We should calculate. Okay, and next, finally, this compound you can see are OH, OH, OH. Here OH, here OH, here OH. This compound has how many geometric isomers? Number of geometric isomers calculate for this one. Again, I will discuss at the optical isomerism about this. Okay, na? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 hexa diol, cyclohexane hexa diol. What is the number of geometric isomers for this? Okay, calculate that one. Okay, so that is about the calculation of the geometric isomers in cyclic and acyclic compounds. Okay, that's it. So write down.